I am Dr. Ashwani Kumar Dubey, Professor of Zoology, Sri Krishna University, Chhatarpur, Madhya Pradesh, India. As we know that today I am going to deliver one lecture in international webinar on impact of natural bioactive compound for the treatment of COVID-19, diagnostic challenges and futuristic perspectives, which is organized by Harry Care Health Limited Pune, Valiant Health Care Bhopal, in collaboration with University of KwaZulu Natal, Durban, South Africa. So, my lecture is based on infection, prevention and control, and novel coronavirus COVID-19, standard precautions and use of personal protective equipments. So first of all, I would like to highlight of record about COVID-19. Globally, there are 59 million approximately confirmed COVID-19 cases across 188 countries, which has led 3 lakhs death reports the World Health Organization on 30th May 2020. As of May 30th, in India has 17 million approximately confirmed cases of COVID-19. Of these cases, 4,000 people have succumbed to the infection while 82,000 have recovered. World Health Organization declared the virus a global pandemic on March 11th, expressing their concern on alarming level of spread and severity of outbreak. The coronavirus family circulates in animal and some can be transmitted between animal and human. Common symptoms of COVID-19 are headache, loss of smell, nasal congestion, sore throat, coughing up sputum, shortness of breath, pain in muscles or joints, chills, nausea or vomiting, diarrhea. And in severe disease, difficulty walking, confusion, bluish face or lips, coughing of blood, persistent chest pain, decreased white blood cells, kidney failure, and high fever. Prevention and control and COVID-19 limit to human transmission, reduce secondary infections, prevent transmission through amplification and super spreading events. Here we will focus on overview of COVID-19, standard precautions, transmission-based precautions, risk evaluation and PP, requirement for the use of PP, conclusion and recommendations. So natural history of COVID-19 is pathogens, which is COVID-19, others coronavirus, severe acute respiratory syndrome and Middle East respiratory syndrome. Reservoir unknown, but some survival in surfaces, ventilation systems. Portal of exit, airways, transmission on spillover, respiratory droplet, mucous membrane contact. Portal of entry, airways, and susceptible host, any individual exposed to the virus. There are some natural history of COVID-19 which has been discussed about the various scientists all over the world, and they have given some report over here. Standard precaution in 1985 about human immunodeficiency virus, that was universal precautions. After that, in 1987, body substances isolation, and in 1996, standard precaution, transmission based precautions. A set of practices that are applied to the care of patient regardless of the state of infection in any places where health services are provided. Hand hygiene, water and soap are alcohol-based 70% solutions. Use of personal protective equipment according to risk, respiratory hygiene or cough etiquette, safe injection practice, sterilization, disinfection of medical devices, environmental cleaning. Today's lecture, our focus will be on the use of personal protective equipment according to the risk. Transmission-based precautions, contact precaution, droplet precautions, and airborne precautions. As a reminder of transmission COVID-19, that is infected individuals, by this infected individuals, how it is susceptible to individuals, that is droplet nuclei, airborne, direct contact, and indirect contact. Scenario for any suspected or confirmed cases of COVID-19. For any suspected or confirmed cases of COVID-19 and aerosol generating procedure, AGP. Risk evaluation of PPE. Type of interaction with the patient, mode of transmission of the disease, and amount of body fluid that will be generated. Blood sample collection. Blood sample collection on a patient with acute diarrhea. Blood sample collection on a patient with diarrhea and tuberculosis. Some question to be considered. Does the patient fulfill cause definition criteria for the disease? What type of procedure will the patient be undergoing? Where should the patient be located? What is the infection agent and its mode of transmission? Is there any risk of contamination? What type of PPE will need to be used? General principles of PPE. Hand hygiene should always be performed despite PPE use. Remove and replace if necessary any damaged or broken pieces of reusable PPE as soon as you become aware that they are not in full working order. Remove all PPE as soon as possible after completing the care and avoid contamination from environment outside the isolation room, any other patient or worker, and yourself. Discard all items of PPE carefully and perform hand hygiene immediately afterwards. Gloves are an essential item of PPE and are used to prevent the healthcare worker from being exposed to direct contact and the blood or body fluid of an infected patient. Gowns are used in addition to gloves if there is risk of fluids or blood from the patient splashing onto the healthcare worker's body. Mask and eyes protection such as eyewear and goggles are also important pieces of PPE and are used to protect the eyes, nose, or mouth mucosa of the healthcare worker from any risk of contact with a patient's respiratory secretion or splashes of blood, body fluids, secretions, or excretions. Special precautions should be taken during putting on a PPE and doffing PPE. Respirator 19 or medical mask N95. The lack of research on face masks and respirators is reflected in varied and sometimes conflicting policies and guidelines. Further research should be focused on examination the efficiency of face masks against specific infection threats such as influenza and tuberculosis. SARS are often necessitated aerosol generating procedure such as intubation, which also may have contribute the prominent nosocomial spreads. The factors associated with transmission of SARS-CoV ranging from self-limit animal to human transmission to human super spreader event remains poorly understood. Wear a medical mask when within a 1 meter range of patient. Put the patient in a single room or in a room that contain only other patient with the same diagnosis or with similar risk factor and ensure that every patient is separated by at least 1 meter. Ensure that the transportation of patient to area outside of the designated room is kept to a minimum. Perform hand hygiene immediately after removing the medical mask. Respirator N95 whenever entering the providing care within the patient isolation facility, ensuring that the seal of the respirator is checked before every use. Perform hand hygiene immediately after removing the respirator. Aerosol generating procedure. Requirement and technical specification use of PPE. Technical guidance based on World Health Organization documents, expert consultation, and tailored to the region needs. I would like to conclude and some recommendation over here. The use of personal protective equipment by healthcare workers require an evaluation of the risk related to healthcare related activities. The following precautions are recommended for the care of patient with sus- sup- suspected or confirmed cases of COVID-19. For any suspected or confirmed cases of COVID-19, standard plus contact plus droplet precautions. For any suspected or confirmed cases of COVID-19 and AGP, that standard plus contact plus airborne precautions. Listen for instruction from your local government about staying home. Keep a safe distance from others. Clean hand often and disinfect frequently touched surface at home. Don't touch your eyes, nose and mouth. Cover coughs and sneeze with your elbow of tissue. Use hands, glove and mask. We have to use a digital transaction. Take special care of diabetic, cardiovascular disease, hypertension, cancer, chronic respiratory disease are more likely to develop serious illness for this patient. Develop your immunity by using balanced diet. This is the important point in the present time. Care must be taken for above 60 years. It further suggests keeping at least 1.8 meter or 6 feet distance between yourself and others to avoid touching of your face, eye and mouth with unwashed hand. Necessity is the mother of invention. Till that, we don't have perfect medicines and vaccine for COVID-19. So I strongly recommended that prevention is better than cure. So please take care of yourself and survive with eco-friendly in this nature. Thank you very much. Thank you once again.